Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's an oppression. Everybody's out of work or scared, losing their jobs. A dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild through the street. And there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do. And there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. And we sit watching our televisions while some local newscaster tells us today we have 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We all know things are bad, worse than bad. They're fucking crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy. We don't go out anymore. We sit in the house and slowly the world we're living in gets smaller and smaller. And all we say is, please leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radials and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest, I don't want you to riot, I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I'm going to read the shit anyways. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crimes on the street, but I do know is that first, you gotta get mad. You gotta say, I'm a human being, god damn it, my life has value. So I want you to get up right now. I want you to all get out of your chairs, and I want you to up right now and go to the window and open it and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore! All right. Little Howard Beale from, you know, the more we get into life, the more that that movie Network makes a lot of fucking sense.
Right? Also, idiocracy.
Oh my god, yes!
Idiocracy is too real right now.
Right?
I know, right?
See, what I really want with the way world and media and all that's going right now, they did a stage play version of Network that was all social media related. It was fucking brilliant. And Howard Beale was played by Jonathan Cranston. Oh yeah, that shit was awesome. Last time I was in New York, I got lucky. And oh my god, that was amazing. I wish they would make a movie out of that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, trans fans, anything I happen to say? Here we go. It's what we've been known for the last 26 years here in the Dayton metro area. It is one of the only still remaining, actively running poetry slams in the state of Ohio because we fucking do it good. So here's the rules. Poets, you have 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And I mean 3 minutes and 10 seconds from the time you engage the audience. So don't marinate your shit, just get into the poem. You have 3 minutes and 10 seconds. You go over 3:10, there are late penalties. You hit 4 minutes, you are done. You are disqualified. No props, no costumes, no musical accompaniment. Keep your goddamn clothes on, Zack.
By the way, the Rapture is supposed to be later this week, so potentially free clothes for everybody.
Really?
Tuesday.
Sweet. I could use a change up in my week. The Rapture's happened and this fat ass is running naked down the street. I'm just telling you. Right? Rapture, yeah, right. Is this going to be like that, like the Mayan calendar thing? Oh, okay, good to know. So the funny thing is, when that happened, when the Mayan calendar ran out and everybody thought it was the end of the world, I remember calling my mom and she wasn't picking up. And I'm like, oh fuck, did I miss? Like, and I called 3 other people and none of them picked up. I went, shit, did I miss something or have I really been in hell this whole time? Oh my god! All right, so good to know. Rapture's coming. So at least there'll be something new to watch. You get to play Who in My Neighborhood's Getting Called Up. What version of Christianity is going to be doing the calling? I think I may have to do a live version of Judas is Jesus Emporium for YouTube, for Instagram. All right, so we have 7 poets in the slam. Here's what we're going to do. It's going to be 7-5-2. So 7-5-2 to end out the night. So which means we all 7 first round, 5 in the second round, 2 in the head-to-head. Remember, third place gets a warm hug if you are so inclined. Second place gets free entry into the next Dayton Poetry Slam, and first place gets $50 in cash. I was supposed to have a special fun prize for second place, but fuck, they didn't show up to bring it to me tonight. It was going to be an antique barometer. Like just off a ship or something. I'm like, where the hell do you have that from? It's like, because my father-in-law apparently is an old world sailor. Which, by the way, did anybody else celebrate Friday? I talk like a pirate, me lad. Arr. I taught my classes in Wright State Pirate. I walked in, "Avast me hearties, captain on deck." And the students went, "Oh fuck," he went, literally went, "Oh fuck," he wasn't joking. I wasn't lying. Did you know pirates didn't actually talk like that? They spoke whatever dialect they came from. We all think pirates all sound like that because of Walt Disney's Treasure Island. Seriously. Another episode of how Disney shaped the world. Okay. All right, so we have 7 poets. I have, let me see here. Hold on, there we go. All right, and I got my sacrificial poet. So we got a sacrificial poet. Where are my judges? I got 1, 2. Where's 3? Oh, 3 right there. Okay. All right, good. So judges, what you're going to do is you're going to take a combination of the poem. You're going to take a combination of the way it was performed. Dump it into a blender, throw in some ice, hit that shit with some tequila, pulse it a few times, and pour me out a score from 0 to 10. 0 to 10. 1 decimal place. I am an English professor, not a math professor. 0 is ass. A 10 is ass. If you don't know the difference, ask Cain. Exactly. I'm not getting into that pit of whatever. No, not gonna do it. All right. So, are we ready to start slam? No, we are not ready to start this slam because blood has not yet been spilled upon this stage. We need to have our sacrificial poet. And our sacrificial poet, by request tonight, please give a huge round of applause. Welcome back up to the stage, Andrea Mitchell!
In God we trust, but in fine print just for the billionaires. They say this is the land of the free, but freedom is rationed out in tax brackets. They'll cut Medicaid/care, leave wheelchairs stranded like Egypt's dry, children coughing through the night and call it fiscal responsibility. Meanwhile, the billionaires feast, another mansion, another jet. They stack dollars like sandbags and still look over their shoulders saying more. And the Christians, the ones who say in his name we serve, turn their cheeks all the way. The same Christians who worship the man who broke bread with the hungry, washed the feet of the poor, and healed without charging a copay. But somewhere along the way, the cross got traded for a campaign pen. The gospel bent into a slogan. Now it is not love thy neighbor, it is love thy stock portfolio. Not feed the children, but arm the teachers. Tell me, how did they get here? How did the word Christian become a brand name for cruelty? How did they look at Jesus feeding 5,000 and think, cut the food stamps? They call it faith, but it's blind obedience. It's the blind follow, blind enough to believe their gospel of greed, because the truth is Jesus would be standing outside those hospitals, in those classrooms, inside those broken homes, holding the kids that they ignore, and they would not recognize him. Not anymore. They sold his name for power. They traded mercy for guns. They made Christian mean nothing but just Christians. Don't question, just follow, but we see it. We see the rot under the roads. We see the blind leading the blind, all of them stumbling while the rest of us bleed. And we're done watching. We will name their hypocrisy. We will drag their false gospel into light, because Christ may forgive, but history doesn't, and neither will we.
Aren't you glad she's the sacrificial poet today?
All right. You judges, when you got your score, hold them up. All right.
You know, I was sitting there wondering, like, man, I don't have my usual contact high that I have during the show going. I realized Renee's not here. All right. From low to high. From low to high, we have, please feel free to react to the scores as you feel appropriate. If you like the score, what are you going to do? If you hate the score, what are you going to do? Judges, we have escorts available to make sure you drive to your car safely. Escorts meaning like large people to help you get up there safely. We can't help you get laid. That's not our job. All right, from low to high, we have a 9. We have a 9.5 and a 9.6. Apply, Andrea. Keep the applause going. The first poet up, according to the 20-sided die of doom, Dante.
Just some quick subtext. Last month there was some kick drums back here at our church or temple. So this is called Urban Witch Circle.
Come on.
The trap beats with a double kick. Hypnotic, chaotic, and always erotic. Let the twin beats consume you. Let the street lights illume you. Let the commoners assume you are of the very same plane as them. Let the humans presume you hold the same power as men. But you are a witch, and the beat makes you twitch, and the seance of it all makes the beast break the stitch. There's a boldness in your soul that makes you feel warm and rich with power. Now devour the men who make you itch. Boom, 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 in concrete jungles, witches loom. Boom, 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 goes the song to bless this room. Rum tum, you hear the song the witches sung. Rum tum, they sing and rap and dance and crump. Let the passionate smashing of the drums bash and ignite the spell. Let the flashing strobes of your magic ignite their hell. Let your magic take you back to your roots. From asphalt to grassland in your Timberland boots. Was it djembe or the bata? Let the music course through like water. Cast your magic to the moon, and the dancing makes it hotter. Make the heat feel like fire. Let the drums squeeze the wire. Let your power in your music take you higher and higher and higher and higher. You're a flyer. Here's a choir. Feel the motherfucking beat. Seek the town crier. Your black magic doesn't scare me, yo. That guy is a liar. These didn't fucking fear you. They try to scare you with fire, but they can't, because your magic in the beat feels like fire. And after you're journeying down the road, the mist rolls in, but you're still not cold. The two-step beat makes you move your feet on the street, which you wish could forever repeat. Boom, boom, boom goes the drums, rum tum goes the hum. In the Main Street mystical magnetism, the concrete jungle and the beat's blast casts the spell that connects the rhythm to your past.
Come on.
Hell yeah, give it up for Dante! it to be all loud for the slam because then I hear the echo coming off the troll pew. Yes, it's not the troll pub, it's called the troll pew. Look at the writing on the side of the wall.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
All right, for Dante from low to high, we have a 9.3. Another 9.3. And a 9.5 for Dante. Applaud the poet. Keep the applause going. Your next poet up by random order, Sophie.
I'm a coward, so don't put this on YouTube. This one's called The God of Charlie Kirk.
Ooh. You want to pose? Yes, thank you.
In the split second it took for Charlie Kirk to hang his head and turn his cheek at last.
Come on.
As the God, in his own reckoning, descended upon his flesh, where do you think Kirk saw his visage first? In the love for life that played as horrid empathy in his debater's imago Dei? Empathy in his debater's face? Or in the bull red bullet, the obelisk cast from leg to which he bowed his head? If only in death did Charlie Kirk see the Christ he elected to believe in crucified alongside himself, in which case is his soul in greater need of prayer. If the capital C crucifixion was executed to Charlie's right or to Charlie's left. Thank you.
Come on.
Keep it going for Sophie. Dante's score was a 28.1. Applaud the poet. So, during the break, I was just flipping through news. I just got to mention this real quick. So they had the memorial service for him tonight, and Trump gave a speech and literally said, "Oh, Charlie loved all of his opponents. Really, down, he loved all of his opponents. Not like me, I hate them all." I'm like, in other news, water is wet. Fucking Oompa-Loompa, bastard. All right, Sophie's score from low to high was an 8.5. One asthmatic cow. An 8.6. An 8.9. Applaud the poet, come on. Keep the applause going. The next poet up for the 20-sided dice do, Kristy.
Scars that remember. My first surgery, an endometrioma removed, hysterectomy denied, too young at 35, they lied. 1 year of silence, then fire returned. Fire, gnawing, relentless. 7 years of being ignored, my pain dismissed, my body forgotten, medical attention denied. My second surgery, a hysterectomy, finally, and another endometrioma removed. The grapefruit-sized mass ripped from me. I thought it would end. It did not. 8 months later, another cut. My third surgery. Still part remained, hidden. I had to demand proof. Ultrasound, MRI, proof. Validation for the suffering they refused to see. And my pain, burning, stabbing, crippling. twisting through my abdominal wall, radiating down my legs, every breath a hammer, every move a blade. Standing, sitting, lying, no position spares me. The body I inhabit is fire, my cage of knives, my coil of agony. Still, I steal what life I can. A week each month my fire dulls to embers. A level 3 pain, a fragile mercy. I cram it full of laughter, music, connection, desire. I seek joy, love, sex, life itself before the blaze returns to claim me. My 4th surgery looms less than a year from the second, only 4 months after the 3rd. Rage flows like molten steel. Fear coils around my ribs. Frustration grips me in merciless claws. They failed me. They let it grow. They carved their negligence into my flesh, stitched their incompetence into my scars. This is betrayal. This is fire in my bones. This is agony threading through every heartbeat, every breath, every motion. Every step to the next table, every second until the next knife is a countdown through the hell they created. They made this hell. And yet, I rise, grabbing life in the briefest reprieve. Burning, trembling, screaming. Alive in the edges of my fire. Beautiful even in my pain. Unbroken even in their failure.
Keep it on for Kristy!
Sophie's score was a 26 even to plot the poet. Jonathan made it remind me that we have not yet plugged Conrad's Corner. The 4 of us, so the Daily Poetry Slam, foster Conrad's Corner on 91.3 WYSO, the daily poetry segment, for over 25 years on WYSO. So, 7:58 p.m. Monday through Friday, 6:58 a.m. on Saturday, and 2:20 p.m. on Sunday. Conrad's Corner. Woo!
If you'd like to be on Conrad's Corner, let us know. Get us a short poem and we'll go from there.
Conrad was an old poet from the Yellow Springs area that wandered at every poetry show in the area. Ran one in Yellow Springs for many years. Passed away some time ago. Low to high for Kristy. We have an 8.2. A 9. And another 9. Applaud the poet. Keep the applause going. Next up, Jonathan.
This is new shit. It's called Place at the Table. Before the meal they prayed. But it wasn't just their incantations they shared with me, they put together a true meal. A culinary tour de force, a charcuterie board with salami, prosciutto, jamon iberico, a cheese imported from Sweden made from moose milk. The farm that produces it only has 3 milky moose. 1 pound costs $455. 3 kinds of dinner rolls. Cranberry sauce made with orange juice, macerated cranberries, and crushed walnuts. It wasn't that canned shit your Aunt Linda pops on the plate 15 minutes before dinner. Somebody's grandma made her green bean casserole. When someone asked her what the secret was, she said, "If you're lucky, one of you will find out when I die and I'll get your damn elbows off the table." 2 kinds of sweet potato casserole. One topped with almonds, Ceylon cinnamon, and nutmeg. The other covered in the most perfectly torched marshmallows you've ever seen, and the mashed potatoes, y'all. The mashed potatoes had to have at least 2 pounds of butter and a pint of heavy cream in them. There were 3 kinds of wine, Chenin Blanc, Syrah, and a Merlot Rosé. And plastic cups with names written on them for the kids. That's why they had to sit there on the table. Their drinkware ruined the ambiance. of the meal. Before my meal, they prepared me a bath, taking care to make sure the water was just the right temperature. They infused the water with minerals and the finest aromatics they could find. When they first began removing my legs, they assured one another that they found one of the good ones. That they were lucky to get a hold of me when they did. They were careful to separate the white meat from the dark meat, as they had done for generations, before they finally made me a place at their table.
Jonathan's like, I'm gonna make you all fucking hungry, and then smack that bitch. Keep going for Jonathan, y'all. Hey, Kristy's score was a 26.2. Applaud, poet.
A 1, a 2, a 3. All right. Wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was backwards before.
Okay. That's how I read it before. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. All right. But it's reversed.
Well, that earlier you went 6.
I've had a lot of fun reading that. Let's be honest.
I might give that a score with like as a joke.
Oh, we used to love when people get out of, oh, it's the sexy score. All right. So yesterday was Batman Day. For those of you that don't know, yesterday was Batman Day. So I'm sitting there, as one does, watching the 89 with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, and my oldest sits down and is like, what's this? Sit, child.
Come, dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
All right. In a world. And then showed him the trailer, which had Don LaFontaine. In a world where one Batman takes over the entire city, one man in a cape saves the entire world. Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Batman. All right, the scores for Jonathan from low to high. We have a 9. We have a 9. And we have a 9.6. Applaud the poet. Keep the applause going. Up next, Adelia.
Adult enough to move overseas without ever having crossed a sea before, but not adult enough to risk my parents losing a daughter to gain something closer to another sun. Not another sun in the sky, but though they would gain something closer to another sun, it wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't be anything. Not the sun that you know. My soul. We're talking about my soul. My soul would grow and radiate so much so that it would become something closer to another sun. That word, sun, something closer to another sun. But I can't risk it. I can't risk it because if I am another sun in the sky, I would turn Earth into Venus, and I don't want to force anyone to be something that they're not. Ow! So, if you look up at the sky, you couldn't name my heavenly body because I'm so far from a sun, I am a star. I struggle to conceive how I can contribute conductive configurements without consequence, but this creative consternation about my conceptual being in the wrong constellation is doing considerable damages to this professional daughter. Never proclaiming that my programming and progeny for my pro-life proctors and this probability test, I may as well process the process of producing improbable results. How can I word writer without scorching the salt of their slacking hand? If I bite the hand that fed me lies, am I a disappointment? How do I tell dear father time spent with him made me fear the thing I long to be even sometimes? Why, Father, do I care if I disappoint you, if you never bother to worry if you disappoint me? I don't want to wait until you're in heaven for me to become heavenly. But this life spent under your microscope told me I can't trust you with a telescope. One day, I will be a son, but I'll always be a daughter.
Keep it going for Adelia. Jonathan's score was a 27.6. Applaud the poet. By the way, those trivia fans, I host trivia over at Warped Wing in Springboro on Monday night. Tomorrow night's theme is fall. All things fall. Pumpkin spice bitches.
Hell yeah.
That's what I want. I want
The fall of the American Empire, you know.
because we all think about the fall of the Roman Empire. All right, Adelia's score from low to high. We have a 9.5 and 2 motherfucking 10s. That's a 29.5. Applaud the fucking poet. Keep the applause going. Next up, Zack.
I'm making my way. Okay, bud? Maybe now. He's not here yet!
Engagement with the audience and all that. All right, it's time for a Seussian spin on self-actualization. The more I sleep, the more I feel that my mind's clearing up to what's actually real. See, I've been in a daze, a fog in my mind that's there all the time, but it seems that with each passing day, I find a way to cut through it. A way to see clearly and navigate to where I want to be, and sleep is the key, especially as it begins to come more easily. It's been fleeting and rough, but I can feel that fog lifting, and every day I get a better picture of how thick that fog was. Months of my life in slow motion, months of my life lost to panic and pain, years spent toiling through confusion and shame, but there's no one to blame, just circumstance, which holds me in trance, and things don't look the same. So much has changed, even as so much remains, and the frame of reference in my mind struggles to fully recognize its contents, and the directions in which they might go. I think I'm finding myself again, though. When I say I don't really care what people think about me anymore, it's not meant to be brash or dismissive. I'm just trying to reclaim autonomy. I'm just trying to exist and survive and be me, so to speak. I don't have time to waste. I can't exist in dichotomy. I can't overstress about what other people see, and I have. I'm never on time. I say too long goodbyes. I ignore situations in front of my eyes. I'm obsessive and clumsy, repetitive too, but if these things are a problem, what the fuck can I do? It's not my intent to be a burden to you. Maybe I talk too much about this. Maybe I think too much about that. Come on, Zack. It's all in your head till there's proof that it's not. And the proof always comes even as afterthoughts. It's a lot. I fixate until I stagnate. Then suddenly there's no more room on my plate. And when it all comes tumbling down, how will I acclimate? Is my boldest trait to wait until I want to suffocate? And anyways, by then it's too late. Another opportunity that slips away to time, and if I had a dime for every almost, my pockets would be lined with silver. I just get stuck on things sometimes. Is it such a big deal to get stuck on things? So when I say that I don't really care what people think about me anymore, what I really mean is that I can't care anymore. At least not as much. I do care, but I've got to keep moving forward. I can't box myself inside walls of perceived expectation. And besides, most people don't expect a thing of me. The people I love just want to see me be me, which I will reiterate indefinitely. They want me to stay healthy and free my mind of restraints and negativity, and for this I will always be grateful. I know I deserve patience even when I'm aloof. I owe myself kindness and I'm not bulletproof. I've been through so much and the journey's not done. I'm just happy to get out there and soak up the sun. Struggle gives way to growth. Eras unfold and intertwine. Endings and beginnings in convergence along the twists and splits in the road. Through it all, my sense of self remains intact. There's no mask. And that, in the end, is my ultimate task. Thank you.
Keep it going for Zack! Adelia's score was a 29.5. Applaud the poet. All right, the scores for Zack from low to high. We have an 8.8.
You're on.
But we don't know what we think about that. We got a 9 and a 9.2. Applaud the poet. Last poet of the first round. Please give a round of applause to Megan Moore. Shit, I do apologize. All right, I fucked the name up. All right, ready? You can hit me with Shane. Ready? All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Morgan Moore.
Thank you for not being my ex who kept calling me Megan constantly. Alright, so something new for me the first time I'm pretty sure that I've performed here. Trigger warning for self-harm and suicide and depression and all of that lovely cancer shit. I call this crisscross. Across my arms, veins criss and cross, they weave an intricate pattern. A river of sweet channels of life's nectar. Across my arms, scars criss and cross, they weave a not so intricate pattern. A puckered reminder of what haunts me. Across my arms, cuts criss and cross, they weave a messy pattern. A crimson mosaic to drain my nectar. Across the pavement I am splattered. A mess of viscera and bone and blood. It flows into the crissing and crossing of the pavement. Thank you.
Keep it going for Morgan Moore. Zack's score would have been a 27.0. But it went overtime. Half point off gives him a 26.5. Applaud poet. One, two, three. All right, from low to high for Morgan, we have an 8.7. An 8.8 and a 9. Applaud the poet. All right, that means in this order going into round 2, we have Adelia, we have Dante, we have Jonathan, we have Zack, and we
dad I spiral into before the tears come. I think about his death a lot. I think about how complicated that grief will be. I think of who I'll be when it happens, think of who he won't be, think. But I can never tell him. He doesn't understand why my twin and I want to cut him off. How could he, when he's only ever ignored us when we explicitly told him? He provides food and shelter, he pays for my medicine, he helps with my dog, he's my father. But he never cared to become my dad. Fatherhood is the obligation, dadhood is the love, and he mistakes obligation for love because that's all he's known, all he's cared to learn. And don't get me wrong, I know how fortunate I am to have a father that provides who no longer hits me. I know how fortunate I am that he never charges me dues except for emotional lashings. I understand that I am alive because of him, but I also understand that it's hard for me to live because of him. Incapable of taking accountability, accounting is his capability. While I'm recounting the red in my books dripped down from my arms, he never gets better. The angry tally marks counting the days left that I can take of this uncountable grief. I don't want him to have to start counting his children's graves. He lost a son he never knew, but I wonder if he would grieve me less. Counting the bills of my disappointment stacked up as a debt, skipped over his signature at the X. Would he even grieve? Would he look back on all our fights where I begged him to listen? Would he only start listening when I'm dead? Is that what it would take for him to be my dad? But what would that solve? I can't wait for him to die. But of natural causes, because I love him.
Hitting home for Adelia! From low to high, we have a 9.2, a 9.5, and a 9.6 for Adelia, part the poet. Keep the applause going for Dante!
This one also does not go on YouTube. Also, stop firing teachers.
Yes.
Your martyr is served. Hey yo, hey, so let me spit right quick while I spit right quick. Barnes & Noble, Smith & Wesson spilling blood so thick. To attend the barbecue, we're getting grease so slick. And for the pit, we just need to build it brick by brick. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. A toast to our prosperity and health, and a eulogy to the coffin, urn, or shelf. If he were 6 feet under, let the fire be 9. Let my existence make him roll in his grave every time. Let my dryness in my tear ducts taste more bitter than time. Let my fist hold the platter, let my voice be the chime. Hey yo, your martyr is served. Hey yo, I cooked this bird, but Dante, birds are real. Hey yo, I cooked this nerd, but Dante, he's not smart. Hey yo, I cooked this turd, but Dante, wait, never mind. Sorry for spitting, but heard. This guy's so motherfucking cooked, you might as well call him done, but hun, the truth is the MAGA doctrine ain't done, and I swear, if you've seen the red in their glare, then send me back to the 1940s so I can tap and chuck and chive, call me the Black Fred Astaire, or maybe Jim Crow and military. The civil rights were barely there, but what they really wanted was me on a noose and off of a chair. I've always been told to stand firm in what I believe in, to speak up against political violence, so I'm done with my silence and I'm cooking some tyrants, so yeah, I'm telling truth to his clients, and the truth is, or so I've heard, he hated breathing the same air as me so much that he needed another hole to breathe from. And no, I'm not celebrating, just contemplating, debating about stating how tactful it would be if I blew up balloons for the barbecue.
Keep it going for Dante. Today's score was a 28.3, giving them a 57.8. Applaud the poet. seen, they have a new version of the Tootsie Roll Pop. They've gone through and redone it in 4K. Like they've updated the animation. And they had to update one of the voices because they weren't paying the royalties anymore. So it's slightly different. I mean, it's the same commercial, but the voices are slightly different, and it looks. I'm not saying it looks like they ran it through AI, but they definitely ran it through a weird upscaler. So, but 1, 2, 3. And speaking of 3, we've got 3 scores for Dante from low to high. We have a 9, a 9.3, and a 9.4. Applaud the poet. Keep that applause going. Your next poet up, Jonathan.
Good afternoon, class. Today we will be going over a few questions for the math portion of your final exam. Please pay attention as these questions may appear on the test itself. 1. There is a gunman on the mezzanine inside the school's main entrance. It has a height of 15 feet. The gunman is 5 feet 4 inches tall. You are standing 20 feet away on the ground level of the school. Next to you there is a trophy case that is 4 feet tall. If you shelter behind this trophy case, will it provide an adequate angle of depression to keep you out of the gunman's line of sight? 2. A gunman is holding an AR-15 rifle which can fire 120 rounds per minute or 2 rounds per second. The average high school freshman can run 8 miles per hour, which means it will take 25.6 seconds for them to run 100 yards to save coverage. Assuming the gunman can accurately hit a moving target with the weapon in question 32% of the time, and the weapon will fire 51 rounds in the time it takes the target to reach safe coverage, how many times should the average high school freshman anticipate being shot before they are capable of reaching safety? 3. There are 127 students in the school's courtyard. When a gunman opens fire, 12 students will be killed instantly, 23 will suffer mortal injuries and die later in the hospital, 75 will suffer non-mortal injuries, 13 will escape with minor cuts and bruises. What percentage of the student body walks away from this incident with images of bullets tearing through the flesh of their peers and they're bleeding out in the schoolyard, permanently engraved in their minds? 4. You are standing 476 yards away from a gunman. He is using an AR-15 rifle. You have just completed a text to your parents letting them know there is an active shooter on campus and that you love them. You are preparing to hit send when the gunman pulls the trigger on what will prove to be a lethal shot. The average bullet speed of an AR-15 rifle is 3,250 feet per second. It will take you 9/10 of a second to hit send. Will you have time to let your parents know you love them one more time before the bullet hits you? 5. James Madison High School has a student population of 932, a combined teaching staff of 232, custodial staff of 30, and an administrative staff of 26. If the active shooter kills or injures 32 students, 14 teachers, 2 custodians, and 2 members of the administrative staff, which group from the total population of 1,220 has been targeted in a high enough percentage rate to be considered statistically significant? Please remember, failure to pass this exam will prevent you from advancing to the next grade.
Dante's score was a 27.7, giving him a 55.8 total. Applaud that poet!
All right.
From low to high, we have real quick reminder, next show, October 12th. And then the next week we have another show. We do have 2 features coming up through the end of the year. The first show in November, we will have poet Atlas the Poet from Underdog Academy is releasing a new book, and he will be using us as a book launching. So that is going to be a phenomenal poetry night. And then the first show in December, we are going to have the incomparable Nikki Allen as our feature. Plus, we'll be doing a fundraiser.
Benefit fundraiser for Period Kids Ohio.
All right, Period Kids Ohio will be our fundraiser for that night. And then the second show in December, prom. Woo! So we're going to have prom slam, which means get dressed up for prom.
And you'll have the time of your life.
Exactly. The time of my life. All right, nobody puts baby in the corner, but I tell you what, these scores are from low to high for Jonathan, we have a 9.6, a 9.8, and a 10. Keep the applause going. Next poet up is Zack.
Ahem. Quick, look up there. What is that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's something that'll make you scream, make your skin crawl, make you hide under the covers. It's invasion of the invasive thoughts. In fleets they come, delusion and panic, depression and fatigue, descending dissociation stations, zapping each sensation and fixation, delivering temptation and frustration from the depths of my imagination. They're coming from the corners of the infinite to beat me up and take my mind away. See how they fly in circles, this one anxiety, that one regret, and almighty guilt at the helm. See how their flashing lights swirl in carousel frenzy around this meek and frightened lump of flesh, contemplating his own mortality. Am I living a lie? Am I happy and content? Of course I'm happy, but am I content? Maybe I'm just hungry, I think that's it. What have I accomplished? Oh, don't be ridiculous, Zack. Of course you've accomplished things, but will you accomplish more things? Am I wasting time? How much time have I lost? How do I get it back? I need to fix my shirt. I need to fix my hat. Do people notice how often I need to fix my shirt and fix my hat? They probably wouldn't care, would they? If anyone ever hurt my cats, I would rip that motherfucker's still beating heart out and feel ashamed to live from his bones. And why would anybody ever want to hurt my cats? How long have I been punching my jaw? Was that a cop car? Was that message too long? Was I a frog in a past life? Did I pay my credit card last month? I hate talking about money. Is somebody going to ask me about money? I don't want to be rude, but it's just uncomfy for me. But why am I explaining this now? Nobody fucking asked! Oh, how the saucers swerve and slide in concentric calamity inside my pitiful little cranium. Oh, the horror! Soon thereafter, the spaceships opened their ports and revealed the occupants within. They're wriggling wormish things with 18 eyes and 500 legs. They're purple and green and covered in fur, and their fangs are tipped with fresh blood. They're eldritch abominations born from my own insecurities, skittering towards me at 1,000 miles per hour. They're hissing and screaming all the things that I don't want to think about. They're going to take me away and lock me up in a zoo on planet X, where other 18-eyed, 500-legged cosmic creatures will throw circus peanuts at me and take photographs of my bare naked ass. I can't take this anymore! Somebody save me, please! And then, just like that, the skies are clear. The worms are gone. There's suddenly nothing. And as I focus my gaze, I find that I'm just in my house, or in my car, or at my desk, or in this room with all of you. No thoughts, head empty, as the saying goes. What just happened? What the hell was that? Why would worms have legs? Why would a momentary delve into mania redefine everything about who I am and how far I've come? Why should I be so afraid? I'll try not to be so afraid. I'm alright now, I'm alright. I think I'm gonna sit down. The next poet's almost ready, and I can't wait to hear them. Thank you.
Keep it going for Zack! I swear, every time I hear that poem, all I hear is, look out, pink elephants on parade. Here they come, here they come.
I might have to add pink elephants.
Pink elephants everywhere. What will I do? What will I do? What will I do?
That's such a... That was one of the crazy.
But Technicolor packing endurance is much too much for me.
Where's that? I think you know all the
Huh?
I asked her.
I know people that animated.
Original Dumbo.
I didn't know that. I watched
They were doing something a little.
Yeah, it's the original Dumbo.
Yes.
Always love that one. So I had somebody the very first week of term Again, first time I've been in a physical classroom since 2018. And the kids go, I said kid, but it's a non-traditional student, so they're closer to their 30s. They're like, I know your voice. Like, where did your voice come from? Like, well, you heard me calling high school football for the last 25 years. No, not that. You heard me on K99.1 FM or 1290 WHIO. No, it's not that. It's not that. Hi, welcome to Conrad's Corner, where you hear poets and poetry. I'm Lincoln Schreiber from the Dayton Poetry. No, it's not that. I'm like, oh, fuck. Hi, boys and girls. This is your Disney read-along book, and this is the story of Bambi. You'll know it's time to turn the page when you hear Tinkerbell chime like this. Let's begin now. Tick-tick-tock,
That's it! All right. For Zack from Yellow High, we have a 9.4, a 9.5, and a motherfucking 10! Keep the applause going. Last poem of the second round, Morgan Moore!
Deja vu. I have some untitled shit for you. I know you're tired of dreaming of everything. The tolls of living, of surviving, carved into your skin. Eyes which used to be bright, now flicker before fading out. I always knew our time together would be short, but when you share what you wish for most, I know the distance is too far for me to think of following. It's something I wish I didn't believe to be true. So I will enjoy our slowly decreasing time, yet I know I'll look back at it with melancholy. Those times tainted by the inevitable. My only request is that when you sleep, make me believe you do so peacefully. This way, I numb the ever-growing ache of my heart. It's the only way to brace myself for when you sleep, not in the warmth of a bed, but in the cold of the earth. Thank you.
Zack's score was a 28.9, giving him a 55.4. Block poet. So I forgot to mention this. This was pinged to me earlier. I forgot to mention this. So our dear friend Polly here at the show, her birthday is Saturday, and she's having a very special party. It's not because of her birthday, but over at the Dixie Drive-In, Rocky Horror. In the drive-in.
Oh, Rocky! Gonna be a lot of fun. Saturday night over the Dixie Drive-In, Rocky Horror. Right?
Like, that shit makes the most sense. Rocky Horror at the drive-in makes the most goddamn sense. Oh my god. Oh. I'll give her a half a case of Twinkies for her. Sell her off at the Virgin auction. All right, for Morgan from low to high, we have an 8, an 8.7, and an 8.8. Applaud poet. That is a 25.5. Giving Morgan a total of 51.0. Applaud poet. That means winner in third place, receiving the warm hug, will be Dante. Dante, you get a warm hug, my friend. That means in your finals is Jonathan and Adelia. Adelia, since you have the higher score, you get to call the coin toss. And whenever you are ready, call it.
Yes.
All right, it is tails. Jonathan, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
You'll go second. So here we go, head to head, $50 cash on the line. Give it up for Adelia.
She's not here yet.
There yet?
He tells me he's not in the mood for sex tonight. A reasonable request, but my reasoning leaves my body. I am dunked into military-grade gunk. Gunk named, what good are you if he doesn't even want to fuck you? Named, you remind him of his ex. Named, he loves sex, so how disgusting must you be? Named, you will die alone. And I walk away. I don't take a shower. I scrub and scrub and scrub, but the gunk doesn't come off. It just seeps into me further. Though my skin looks polished and gunkless, it is in my organs. It has become bronchial. And I'm left coughing up as I towel off. I'm okay, really, which is aerosol gunk named, why don't you love me? As I dress myself, I cough up. I'm just tired, which is the brand name of this is the only thing I know how to give. And my eyes turn black, and they sign, I am worthless without this, but he's already avoiding my pace until it reaches my heart, and the beats sound like fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. But when was the last time he laid his head on my chest? My blood is boiled sludge, and I do not know how to survive this tar without getting paid over, but I would let him walk all over me if it meant that I could be flayed and cleansed so that when I tell him that I love him, it isn't sticky. And I'm jealous of all of the bodies those hands have touched, including his, because they're not mine, and I'm jealous of those hands, and it hurts in ways that this poem cannot express, and it is isolation, and I am the jailer, and I still do not know how to break myself out, because the gunk is thick, and my eyes are black, and my heart doesn't beat right.
Come on!
That poem will be on Conrad for you. Give it up for Adelia. All right, the scores for Adelia: 9.1, 9.5, and a 10. Give me applause good for Jonathan.
This is called How to Write a Safe Political Poem in 2025. 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6.
Oh my God!
7. 8.
Yes!
9.
Kiss your parents with that mouth?
10.
Oh my God!
I got nothing. I got nothing.
I just want my 401k to be vested.
All right, from low to high, we have a 9. We have a 9.7 and a 10. both join me up on stage, please? Don't worry, nobody's in trouble.
Well, then I'm leaving. I was hoping I'd get a spanking.
That was the erotic slam.
Wait, do it again. I'm gonna oversell it like an 80s wrestler.
I thought that fucker was gonna hit the camera just for a second. Wow.
Here too, yes.
Hi. Guess what?
What?
You won! 86.4 to 85.7. Your winner, Dante, you get free admission on the next show. Yep. All right, because Jonathan doesn't pay to get in. So we move it over. So, hey folks, thanks for coming out tonight. We greatly appreciate you just hanging out with us tonight. Please give a round of applause to the Yellow Cab Tavern, hosting us for nearly a decade. Give it up for Jonathan, Aisha, and Captain Morgan. I'm Lincoln Schreiber. We will see you all on October the 12th. As always, folks, thanks for joining us. Don't do anything I would if you do hold out for 6 mil in a helicopter. Good night! Don't forget, when you close your tab, tip progressively and receive rewards in heaven.
That's a wrap.